Alright, well, greetings and welcome to the world known as Toril. It is a rich and diverse planet featuring a wide range of cultures, races, and landscapes. Toril is known for its vast, interconnected continents, magical realms, and diverse pantheon of deities. It is a world of epic adventures where heroes and adventurers explore ancient ruins, battle mythical creatures, and engage in quests to shape the course of history. The most well known continent on Toril is Faerun, which is where our tale begins, specifically in the port city of Valine, deep within the middle part of the Sea of Swords. The city is built on a series of terraces and cliffs that look over the Dragonmere, offering breathtaking views of the sparkling waters. The city itself is known for its well planned layout, with streets and structures made of local stone, providing a sense of strength and permanence. Valine's harbor is one of the largest in Cormer. It's sheltered from the sea by a natural breakwater, making it a safe and bustling hub for maritime trade. Valine is a diverse and cosmopolitan city, with residents hailing from various parts of Cormyr and even other lands. The city is known for its vibrant arts and culture scene, with theaters, taverns, and museums showcasing the talents of local and visiting performers. The people of Valine are known for their hospitality, and the city's festivals and celebrations are renowned throughout the kingdom. But lately, this city seems to uphold its other name, as a ghost town. Ghosts were a common sight within the city walls, appearing for brief moments, then disappearing into darkness. The citizens have come to largely ignore these sightings and disregard these spectral appearances. But for some reason, over the last week, business has been shit. Your catering store, that's usually one of the major hubs of the city, hasn't had one customer in 6 days. And you're getting a little worried. Money hasn't really been a main issue, although it does help pay the bills. No, what you're more worried at is keeping each other sane. You all love your work and are pretty good at it. Some of you haven't really been with each other for that long, but for some reason you all seem to work well together considering, let's say, some of your more interesting backgrounds. It's also been really foggy for the last 3 days, and it looks like it's here to stay for a bit. It's a thick fog. You really can't see more than a foot in front of you. Just when you're about to close the store for the day, you hear the door open. Bit of fog drifts in through the open door, and you hear a voice call out. Hello? Are you guys open? Hello?
We are now because you opened the door.
Oh, good. Name's Oren. I know it's late, but I've been asked to find a catering company for an event that is, well, in 2 days' time. I know it's a little late notice, but we do have most things in stock for the event, and we got a few helpers. The only issue is it's for like a high society bunch, and it's going to be like a semi-private event. No outsiders are kind of allowed to hear about it, if you get my meaning. I hope. Are you guys good with not talking about what you're working?
That depends. How much more are you willing to pay?
Well, it's for quite a few people. What's your standard rate?
I don't handle the finances.
Um,
I cut these carrots. Look how perfect they are. They're like
Oh,
all even.
I make desserts.
Anyone actually in charge? Or do you all just kind of figure it out on the fly?
Fine. Yes.
Okay.
Take money in exchange for services. Yes. On the fly.
One of those. Okay, I can work with that. Right. Well, he's gonna reach into a lovely bag, pull out a sheet of paper, and hand it to. He's just gonna set it on the table in front of you guys. Are you guys okay with signing an NDA for me? This is it's an important event, and I want it to go well. He's like a little gnome, by the way. It's nothing
Do you
mean.
accept a mark?
I will accept anything. I will put a claw mark, a beak mark. I don't care. My employer, she wants this place to go. Basically, it's standard procedure mainly for the host. So if things go wrong and it's not your fault, you'll still get paid. That's the majority of it. I can tell you more, but I can't really tell you more until you sign it.
I think we should accept. What's an NDA?
Non-disclosure agreement. So basically, throughout the event, if any outsiders ask you what's going on, you're not allowed to tell them.
Ever. What if a little bird told them?
Depends on the bird, I guess. But which bird? There's a few.
I'll sign it. I have no problem signing it.
He's gonna look at it and go, it's for about 6D-ish. That's really all I can tell you right now, but
Platinum?
The reward, I think okay. 2,500 platinum, actually.
VR will sign. No, go up and sign.
I knew your bisque was good, but wow.
Yeah, so we have actually been looking for someone for a while now. We had a group ready, and they just backed out yesterday on us, so that didn't really go over well. That's why I think the money's high.
I'm good with it if everybody else is good with it. But
Yes,
we should read
money
read
good.
over, read over the NDA first to make sure there's nothing hidden in there.
What would you be looking for?
Anything out of the ordinary, like, signing over stuff that we shouldn't be signing over, that sort of thing.
Anything that seems fishy to a fae.
Okay. What type of role would you like to check? Is anyone going to do an Arcana, or are you going to do an investigation?
I'll do Arcana. That's fine.
Sure.
13.
$13 Arcana. It's some sort of magical contract to make sure that you keep your word. If you keep your word, nothing will happen to you. You'd be able to just out of it. It's basically if you do something wrong to other people and harm others, your contract could be voided.
Is there a sense of fairness to it? If they do something wrong or things are not as they seem, do we get a bonus or a perk?
For the most part, if you read it and go over it, you're not going to really see anything bad out of it. As long as you're not the cause, you're going to come out of this quite well. Basically, you're gonna survive. Like, you'll be fine when you come home. Yeah.
I will stick my thumb in beet juice and press it on the page, and then pull my eyebrow and go back to cutting carrots.
Okay. Yeah, you needed a little higher than 13 to get more. Okay, good. Saint, did you want to be there, or the other thing we discussed?
Up to you. I don't. I'll sign it. I don't know what's happening. I'll just show up and sign it. Okay.
Okay. No, I just wasn't too sure if you wanted to, because you're here a little early. So
Yeah. I ducked out.
We'll say you're there. Perfect. Oh, good. Oh, great. So let's go. So as as soon as you all sign it, the fog starts to get thicker and pour in through the closed door. And it gets to the point where you can't really see anything, but you feel compelled to follow this gnome. So he basically is going to walk go to the door, open it, and say, "All right, let's go." And he's going to pull out of his pouch again a hat with a big light on it. And the light's going to be able to show him where to go, but for you, it's still fog. You can follow him. That's all you can see. You can't see anything else. After you walk for a bit, you start to smell the sea less and less and less. And you start to smell trees, dirt, mud, a sense of wonder. No, wait, that's not right. You can't smell a sense of wonder, but yet that's what you smell. Then it's back to trees, depression, surprise, a little bit of mold, stone, and blech. Why do you start to taste 200-year-old rotten apples in your mouth? Ugh. As the fog starts to lift, you see that you're in a weird-looking forest. Place is huge, scary, creepy, and quite calming. You feel as if you need to go up to the nearest tree and hug it, and maybe do some unpleasant things to it.
I will hug it, but not do the unpleasant things.
Okay. As the fog lifts, you also have this bog in the background, and it kind of winks at you. For no apparent reason. Orin then looks at all you guys and sees all the weird stuff going on and goes, "Your first time in the Feywild, isn't it?" Right, I forgot to mention that. Anyway, welcome. Best thing to do here is just smile and nod. Do not, under any circumstance, accept any marriage proposals from anyone or anything. Those usually just do not go well. Basically, some of the things here will do anything to reach the material world. Just stay close. We're almost there. And as soon as he says that, you slowly get to see, you're going to be switching screens here.
Mm-hmm.
What looks like a carnival. It's pretty big. And as you slowly start walking up, this place gets larger and larger. Not too much going on yet. And in big, large letters across a massive banner, it says, "Stella's Grand Bazaar welcomes you to Redcap Appreciation Day." You are then taken up to where you need to be set up for the event, and you're going to be told what to do.
I would like to run to the biggest tree and hug it.
Absolutely. So yeah, on the map, it's pretty much going to be the layout. So you see a whole bunch of events being set up, tents being set up. There's a massive pumpkin patch way in the background. Lots of tents, and you are slowly taken over to a small little building. It's not that big, nothing fancy, made out of wood. And as you go in, you're going to be taken to your kitchen. So Orin's going to basically walk up and say, "So, this is your setup. You might want to take some time going over what's here. Whatever's not here, you're going to have to go forage for." He's then going to bring out a list. So, we're going to need drinks, appetizers, salads, soup, mains, desserts, and tea. Now, we have about 5 helpers for you, and as you walk around, you are going to notice somewhere I put it on one of these. There are 2. You might not know what a fairy is, but there's 2 like large butterfly creatures, and 3 goblins. Orin's going to look at you guys and go, "This is Mary. This is Shelley." And the dumb ones are Jarl, York, and Bob. They're going to be your helpers. You can pretty much tell them anything you need to do. They're not really allowed to leave the carnival, though, so for various reasons, they're pretty much right now allowed to just stay in the kitchen and do some serving for you. They can do some light decorations, but they've been told to stay here.
What were their names again? Sorry.
The 2 twin fairies are Mary and Shelley.
Mm-hmm.
The goblins are Jarl, York, and Bob. I will write them down for you. He's then going to bring out another piece of paper. You're going to want to write some of this down. So, what I need you guys to do, you need to basically come up with your own menu. Some of our guests, most of our guests, I'll say, is vegetarian. Most of them, they don't really like meat much. Some of them do. Some of them crave it. Our guests should be arriving within the next hour or so. Try to ignore most of them. Main thing, don't piss them off. They ask you to do something, just be nice and say, sure. They're an odd bunch, but most of them shouldn't hurt you as long as you don't hurt them. So yeah, drinks, appetizers, salads, soup, mains, dessert, tea. Most of them don't drink coffee. I'm also going to need you guys at some point to go up to the pumpkin patch there and talk to Jack. For some reason, the host, you'll meet her. She wants... There's about 35 to 40 main guests. She wants you to each get a small pumpkin and do a carving on each of them for each one and put them on their plates, just as decoration. We're also going to need about 60 bigger pumpkins just to spread around and decoration stuff. We need about 10 centerpieces created for the tables. You guys are going to have to do that because I don't have anyone else to do that for me. Sorry. So each of you are going to have to create 2 of yourselves and come up with what you want them to look like. Tell me what they look like. They're going to be judged. And you're going to be doing rolls for them. When you guys eventually get to the pumpkin patch and pick out your pumpkins, I'm going to need each of you to roll me 6 D100s or a performance check to see how well you do. They will also be judged. I don't hear you, Belvedere, sorry. I seen your mouth.
You're okay. Keep going.
So, Oren's going to say, so some of our guests want a mushroom dish, either soup or whatever. I will point you in the direction of where you can forage for mushrooms. If you see any of them walk and move, leave them alone. It's probably their home. Just try not to bother them too much. If you don't know really too much about mushrooms, I can maybe give you a little bit of a helper. But I don't really know anything either. And we have a very, very nice vineyard on the property here. We are going to need you to do a little bit of wine tasting and see what you guys can come up with for the best for the party. And if you can and have time to forage for something to make tea with, that would be great. I have a few things in the pantry, but I don't know what any of it is. I'm not a cook. Our host will be here at some point, and the MC will be... I'm not too sure exactly when he's supposed to get here, but we'll see. But right now, if you could just spend some time with each other and come up with a menu, that'd be perfect. So as you go through your kitchen, there is a pantry.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to go in and take a look at what's in there, I will tell you.
I would like to look in the pantry.
Yeah, I'm gonna look in there also.
Okay. So, give me a investigation.
Oh, I was hoping it was nature. That's good.
Oh, that's a 1.
Guidance for me.
15.
Could I also take a look?
Everybody can take a look.
Nice.
Sorry, I switched dice bags today, and now I can't find any of my dice.
No
There we
worries.
go. Okay. Ooh. 25.
All right. You can pretty much tell there's fuck all here you can really work with. As you walk into the pantry, you're going to see random jars with like toads in them, frogs in them, snakes in them. In one corner, there's like a half a beehive with some runes just scratched on it, and it's kind of burning. In another corner, there's like a very, very like large slug in a cage, and it's just secreting stuff everywhere. There's an odd assortment of dried herbs, but none of them that you recognize. As you're walking around, there's a lot of chicken feathers just floating everywhere. And on top of the ceiling is about a 8-foot tentacle that's acting as a ceiling fan. That's really all you're going to find in the pantry right now.
No tea.
Just some dried
will
herbs.
On shoulder the bag of potatoes, the bag of carrots, and the bag of celery that I brought and start to chop them up.
Perfect. What's everybody else trying to do?
Well, I'm gonna call over Jarl.
Mm-hmm.
Why I'm looking to see if there's any brandy over there on the right.
No alcohol. Need to go buy.
So he's gonna hand him a list of stuff to make pumpkin pie. Like he needs pumpkin, sugar, flour, cinnamon, brandy.
Don't forget the pumpkins.
Yeah, pumpkin. I said pumpkin. We need pumpkin too. He like writes down a list.
Well, we're also supposed to go to the pumpkin patch.
I'm
Yes.
not allowed to leave.
There's a pumpkin stew that you can make. I mean, it tastes best with oryx, but you make it like right in the pumpkin, and that could be a centerpiece too.
Okay, everything on the menu can't be pumpkin.
Pumpkin tea?
I could substitute the pumpkin for apple. I can make an apple pie.
Ooh.
Pretty much the same basic
Yeah,
ingredients. just
disagrees.
stuff.
Pumpkin only measure. Yeah, disagrees. Pumpkin only. I've forgotten the word, but yes.
No,
that
no
means
pumpkin
pumpkin
only.
only.
No.
No, pumpkin only.
Oh.
Maybe some oryx.
We gotta have some contrast. It can't be all pumpkin.
They also said that some of them definitely want meat. Not pumpkin meat, just regular meat.
That's the oryx.
There's
One
snakes in
brandy.
there.
There is that
Snakes.
tentacle
Eat
thingy.
snakes.
Yeah, I don't know.
Mary and Shelley are going to fly up to one of the birds and go. They're going to speak at the exact same time. You can fish in the pond. Meat, though, your best would be fish or whatever's in there. You could go hunting if you really want, but most things will eat you here.
Where do we serve the dinner?
Oh, that's outside. It's still being set up.
So goblins are off the menu.
Not for everyone, no.
Well, they can't leave though.
No, but you could still kill them and cut them up and use them as your meat.
But they can't leave. You said the food's got to go out there.
True.
Have any of you tried fairy before?
Depends on what you mean by that.
We're not. We're
Not a lot of
killing
meat.
them. We're not killing them.
Oh.
They're
Oh.
helpers.
Okay.
So I'm gonna ask Jarl, where can I find these ingredients for the pie?
I don't know what most of that is.
I'll walk around and ask each of them if they know where to get the stuff. One of them has to know.
Pumpkins are outside in the pumpkin patch. You
Well,
have to
apples. I'm
talk to Jack.
gonna do apples instead of pumpkin.
Apples. Apples. We probably have some rotten ones.
Do they have seeds?
I don't know. I don't eat seeds.
Seeds are good.
Seeds? We like seeds.
Seeds good.
Seeds.
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 You'd have to go look. It's not my specialty. I'm just here to help.
I guess I'll go outside and start looking around and asking.
I guess I'll try to go fishing.
I shall help you fish.
Okay.
I'm on mushroom duty then.
Ooh, no.
sure.
I am better. I am probably better with mushrooms than fishing. Do you want to try fishing? They're alive and you can kill them. That seems like something you like.
I don't kill things, but I can fish.
Okay, I'll go look for mushrooms then.
So you actually want to split up in the Feywild? Okay.
I don't know where we are.
Yeah, we need lots of ingredients. So. We don't know anything about this place.
We only have an hour.
No, you have a bit of time. This is going to be...
A day, I believe it was.
Oh, I thought they said guests were arriving in an hour.
The guests are going to be arriving in an hour, but it's a dinner event. So you still have quite a bit of time. Because it is fair, you would have got here 8 o'clock in the morning. You would have noticed, he told you 2 days. Now you're 1 day. You walked for a day. But it felt like an hour.
It's fine, right?
Mm-hmm. Okay, so who did you guys really want to split up and do this on your own, or where would you like to go, and who's going first? We could do, if you want a, words aren't working for me today.
We already
Montage?
said it. So I
Are we
guess we're split
montaging?
up.
Now we're splitting up.
Okay, give me initiative rolls to just so I can see who's going in what order and see how
that's
well
why.
this is going to go.
Not bad, actually.
14.
12.
Six. I will find the pond eventually.
Right,
Yeah,
okay.
why didn't you do something weird? It keeps rolling twice.
You know what? It was doing that to Vagabunda earlier today. Hers kept rolling twice. I wonder if it's just glitching today.
Maybe.
I swear I pressed the button once, yet I'm seeing 2 initiatives.
That's okay. I'll put them in for you. 12 for Saint. You're good. What did Archie get? I don't see a roll for Archie.
Yeah, mine didn't show up oddly enough. It was a 9.
9. Okay. And a 9. All right. Come on. Okay. Our lovely Ember is going first. What was Ember doing?
I think looking for tea spices and herbs.
Okay.
Whatever.
And was anyone
Foraging.
helping you?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Unless anyone wants to help me.
All right. So
I think Shelly is helping you.
these can't really leave. If you guys are leaving the compound, they have to stay. They can just help you cook and serve. That is it.
I thought the goblins couldn't leave.
All
I
of
thought
them
the
can't
fairies
leave.
were free game.
No, sorry. Yeah.
So we're got it. Okay.
Yeah, it's just you five doing everything outside. You can bring it in. They will help you cut, chop, do all that, and serve. They are servers and helpers, but only here for the most part. So, if you want to go out on your own to look for tea leaves, as you get outside and start looking around, you will run back into Orin. He's just going to look at you and go, "Oh, one of you. Okay, where are you going? What are you looking for? I would hope you guys came up with some sort of plan.
Leaves.
You're
I'm
doing tea
doing
leaves.
the drinks.
Okay.
Yes.
I can give you a few options of where to go. If you go, he's going to point to a road that way. Looks a little weird down there. There's a couple things that are in. Most of the time, as long as you look in this shade, you're going to be able to find a few things. There is a nice tea you can make from corpse flowers around here, but I don't really know if you're good at harvesting them while they're awake. There's a nice cold brew that people like around here. It's pretty much made out of anything you can find from, like, there's a certain type of, it's not a pine tree, kind of looks like a pine tree. It's made with the tree sap. Kind of tastes like honey. Some people like it. Around the corner, he's going to point in another way. There's a couple old fruit farms that you can harvest some of the leaves from the orange trees there. They're pretty good. Other than that, the other good things for tea are found at night in the moonlight. Or you can
Sounds
just
good.
look around
I'll
and see what'll work.
I'll find something. Fine. Fine drink.
Okay.
Yes.
That road there where the corpse flower is, though, if you're not going to try and harvest them, try and stay away, and you're going to want to hold your breath as you go by. They're a little odd.
Okay. Oh, yes. Thank you.
Okay. So you're going that way. Wash, where were you going?
Mushrooms!
You're going for mushrooms. Anyone going with you for mushrooms?
Nope. I'm gonna be really good at mushrooms all by myself.
Okay. Well, again, as you go outside, you will run into Orin. As you go outside, if you want to give me a perception check, please. And you can give me one too. They're pretzels for...
Do I know I'm doing this? Can I guidance myself, or is it just...
No, this is just
Okay, just
whatever
checking.
your passive and all that fun stuff
Oh,
is.
nope. Terrible. I see nothing. 10.
Okay.
My passive is 17.
I'll take the passive.
Yay.
All right. So, right above you in the air, it's going to be large, windy, odd looking. And if you knew what an air elemental was, you would see an air elemental with some sort of humanoid on the back of it. It's going to come floating down pretty quickly and land right in front of you. This elemental-based creature is about 20 feet tall. It's pretty massive. And off the back of it is going to jump off this weird humanoid-ish creature. massive staff in her hand. She's not very pretty. She's very old. She's going to look at you and go, I am Morgana, the hag of, well, nowhere you've ever heard. I'm told this is where I'm supposed to come with all my sisters. Where would you like me to put my friend here?
Do I see like a stable or something? I don't know. I don't know what this is, so I assume it's a horse or something.
Oren's going to peek around the corner and go, You're early, Morgana. Can you just dismiss that? I don't really have anywhere for him right now. Do you know how many of you are supposed to be here today? I've never dealt with like 40 hags before. This is just going to be a weird day. Morgana's just going to look at Oren and go, No, I can't dismiss him. He can float in the sky for a bit. She's just going to shoo him up, and he's just going to sit on top of the building that you are currently on. Morgana's just going to look at Oren and go, Where would you like me? Oh, you guys are already slowly setting up. You have some bobbing for, I don't know what you have, but I'm going to go play. Let me know when everybody gets here. And she's just going to hop off. So
I wave and then go skipping off to find mushrooms, because that seems handled. Cool. That went great.
All right. So, next, Archie and Miak.
It should be after, because I'm a 6, I think.
Okay. Miak.
I'm going to start walking around looking to find ingredients for this pie, asking people if they know where to get like basic things like flour, sugar, cinnamon, salt.
Okay. Who would you ask? There are a few people slowly starting to hang like stuff up. You're going to see a couple gnomish type creatures starting to bring out some tables.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask like people working like setting. I see people setting stuff up around if they know.
Okay.
Where to go.
As you walk around the small little carnival, what languages do you speak?
I speak common. I speak a bunch of non-standard ones.
Oh, you got Celestial, Common, and Primordial?
Yep.
None of them are going to understand you. You're just going to get a whole bunch of odd looks, shrugs, and just... You're going to hear a whole bunch of words coming out that you don't understand.
I'm going to draw a picture of pie and then a picture of an apple and then point to it to see if they understand what I'm saying.
They're just going to look at that and point at the building you just came out of. Or the pumpkin patch.
I'm going to sigh really heavy.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to see if I could find anybody else further away from where we are.
Okay.
Are there people by the pumpkin patch over there?
Oddly enough, no.
No.
This looks like this event is just set up. Yeah, if you could find someone who talked your language, that would probably help, and they'd be able to point you in the direction.
Weren't we given a name for somebody at the pumpkin patch?
Jack. Yeah. The other, if you went to some of the gnomes, they might be able to understand you in common. You'd probably know that.
Okay, I'll go find some gnomes.
Okay. You will find a couple gnomes near where it kind of looks like it's the semi-big opening where they're going to set up for the outdoor banquet. You're going to see them each have this little piece of wood that they're going to each hang on to and kind of give it one of these. And like 20-foot tables are just going to slide right out. And they're going to be setting up the tables.
I'll walk up to him and go, "Hey, fellas, could you help me out? I'm looking for some ingredients for pie. I was wondering if you could help me where I may find them, as I'm not around here. Around here."
You're the caterers. Great. How many have we gone through in the last couple days here? He's going to look at his other buddy.
You've had other caterers?
Yeah, we've had lots of others, like, just did not want to do this event.
So they came and then they just left.
Oh, they didn't leave.
So
but
where
hey,
did they go?
I'm glad you're here. I don't know. I wasn't paid to ask that question. I get paid for other things. Then all the ones that are slowly setting up on these, they're gnomes. They each have a red hat on.
I'm just going to hold out the list and go, would you happen to know where I can get any of this?
There is a market about a half-hour walk that way. The lady who owns this whole bazaar and whatnot, it's all hers. She brought it in for the event.
Thank you very much. I'm going to go find some of the people I came with and let them know. Thank you.
Sure. Yeah. Don't touch anything you don't know what it is. I can tell you're not from around here.
I understand. We've been warned.
Okay, good.
I'm going to walk back and see if I could see anybody still in the area that we came with to let them know that we're not the first group of caterers that came here.
Okay. So are you going to walk to the market on your own, or are you going to see if anyone else wants to go with you?
I was going to see if anybody else wants to go so I could let them know what I just found out.
Okay. You would also see, as soon as you come out, a very large elemental on top of the building. Huh. All right. Archie.
Archie will head to the pond or river or lake or whatever it was.
All right. So as soon as you come out, you will also see a lovely air elemental on top of the building. The goblins did tell you that it was close. As you get out, you will be able to follow your nose, even though your senses and nose and it's not really working as well as it used to, because there's a lot of odd senses and stuff here.
They should be, because I'm Fey equivalent.
Equivalent. But yeah, Oren will put you in the right direction and go, do you need bait, rods? I might be able to... That I can probably help you with. Just you going on your own?
Yep.
Fuck.
Right,
All right.
Converting intent after you.
Pardon,
I said
sorry?
earlier.
Okay. You're going to help?
Raya is coming with.
Okay.
Oh, nope.
Alright.
Not alone.
Two's better than one. All right. Orange just going to look at you and go, stay right here. You'll see him go around a corner and break off a couple pieces of limbs from a tree, reach into his pocket and pull out like a bunch of string that he's going to attach it to it, and he's going to hand you a spade.
I'm looking for a net.
Nets. Lots of nets.
Yeah, because if we get like schmelt,
Well,
then
I really don't know what's in that swamp, but
can
we'll
just
figure
cook
that
them.
out.
Then I don't have to clean them. I don't have to take the bones out. I don't have to take the tails off.
Net.
It'd just be so much better. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Right?
That I can do.
Right?
Net. Yeah. All right.
As I
One
look
sec.
to Mr. Wade, I don't know his character name. I apologize.
Yeah. I apostrophe I nice and weird.
Call him rare bit.
Rare bit. Yeah, yeah. So less
that,
work,
that,
right?
that was the old name, but I changed. But
Okay.
Yeah,
sure, nickname.
The easy stuff, just with a bit of work, right?
So Orton's gonna go and find you. It's probably a good 6-foot long net. It's probably a little not as tight as it probably should be for catching stuff, but it'll work. All right. So as you guys slowly separate, the bog is the closest, so we will go towards the bog. As you guys slowly start to get up there, you're going to see a bunch of, it's not big, probably like maybe 50 feet by 50 feet. You are going to see a lot of bubbles slowly start to come out of one of them. And you're going to have a very, very large crocodile come just straight out from underneath the bog. It's massive, and on the back of it is another weird humanoid type creature. She's going to have 4 arms. She's going to look like she's been underwater for a very long time. Her voice is kind of croaky like a frog. She's going to see you waving and just look at you and go, right. Where am I supposed to be? My name's Ursula.
There's a tent over there.
Got you. Thank you. And you're going to see this just giant croc just wiggle its way past you and go to one of the nearest tents. So yeah. And yeah, also you did get some rope there. Wait, that's fine. All right. Back to our tea person. So as you walk through, which way did you decide to go? Towards the corpse flowers, towards the pine trees, or towards the somewhat other orchard?
I think the orchard.
Okay. It takes you a bit to get there. Give me a survival check to make sure you didn't get lost.
That's a 20.
Okay.
Not unnatural.
Nope. Being a bird type creature, you kind of know exactly where you're going. So along the way, you will see a variety of other... You don't really know what a hag is, but there's quite a few that are slowly starting to pour in. You're going to notice along the path where you are, one is going to... You're going to see this big wooden casket with legs just slowly wandering its way down the road. And as it comes up to you, the head of the casket is going to open up, and one little tiny little hand's going to come out, and the hand's going to start talking to you and ask you where it's supposed to be.
I think if you just keep following this road, you'll find the event. Event is that way.
The hand is literally just going to give you a thumbs up and then close the lid and keep on walking.
Okay. Back to fruit.
So, as you find the lovely fruit tree, there's quite a few. Most of it is spoiled, rotten, just doesn't look pleasant. So give me another survival check to see if you can spot anything that might be worthwhile and still living.
That's a 21.
Good. As you don't really see anything on the ground, so you're gonna have to go high. But I believe you can fly.
Yes.
Good. Oh yeah, you can really fly. All right. I didn't really see that before. Yeah. So give me. What are you going to be trying to mainly find? Anything specific other than just flowers? Are you going to be looking for seeds and other stuff that might work, and any other type of plants that would be in the area, or are you just going for the what you were told that might work for good tea?
I mean, yeah, maybe some seeds, or if there's any salvageable fruit, then maybe like an orange or something. But,
Okay.
you know,
Okay.
whatever I can find.
Roll me a D100.
Okay.
Okay. We'll say you find a good, 4 pounds worth of stuff that'll work. You're going to have to sift through it. You might have to get a mortar and pestle and break a lot of it down. But you will be able to have enough with you to try and figure out what you can use it for, and with some trial and error, and see if you can make some good tea.
All right. I guess I'll head back to the event then.
Okay. On your way back, you will see on the same path as you, you're going to see something weird. It looks like it's a 20-foot tall beehive with a saddle on the top of it. There's going to be a lot of 5-foot wasps flying around it, and just another weird looking humanoid on top of it. She's going to ignore you completely and just fly towards the event because she can see it. It is going to be buzzing loudly. Really loudly. So loudly I need a Constitution saving throw.
Oh no.
You take 3 points of psychic damage from the sound as your ears burst.
Yay.
You are going to be deaf for about 10 minutes now.
All right.
All right, Wash. What you looking for?
Mushrooms!
I did not think you guys were doing this on your own. Okay.
We do what we want.
I
am looking for edible mushrooms.
Give me a either survival or nature check to see how much you know about mushrooms. As I move.
Okay, can I ask, am I going to have to make a different check to actually find the correct mushrooms?
Yes.
Okay, then I'm just going to roll regular.
It's pretty much going to be survival for the most part for searching.
Sure.
All depends on what you're doing, yeah.
I'm going to guidance myself on my memory. I can do that. Oh, okay. That's really good. 28.
Okay, 28 is good. You might want to write some of this down.
Okay.
So, there are certain types of mushrooms you don't want to touch, you don't want to get near, you don't want to even, be close to or anything. You do not want to find any death caps, false morals, jack-o'-lanterns, or web caps, as these will pretty much cause nausea, vomiting, headache, fatigue, chills, hallucinations, loss of motor skills, and organ failure.
Cool.
What you're looking for is certain types of oyster mushrooms, hedgehog mushrooms, black trumpets would be nice, rishis, or one I don't know how to pronounce, so I'm going to type it out for you. Those.
Sure.
So I'm moving you over to, so there's 2 different areas. One area has some gigantic mushrooms, 5 feet to 50 feet. And another area is pretty much anything from small to about 1 foot tall.
Okay. I am going to ignore the big stuff because I am small and I do not think that would be the most helpful. I'd have to make too many trips.
All right, then ignore the rest of the tokens that are here because it's just you.
Yay!
Oops. I didn't want that. Let's move you out of the way. Get rid of everybody else. So, I'm going to need... Yep.
Of that list, you said black trumpets would be the most...
Yes.
The best of the list? Okay. Then I'm going to try and look for those, but I'm still going to keep an eye out for the other stuff.
Okay.
Just in case I can't find any black trumpets.
Okay. Give me a history check to see if you know exactly how to tell the difference between what is good and what is not.
Got it! Okay. I built this character just for guidance. I don't have anything else.
Yep.
Okay, hold on. Okay, not bad.
Yeah, this is basically, you can tell now, it is a hag convention to celebrate their assassin redcap friends.
21.
21. You know know to avoid anything with white gills, a skirt, or a ring on the stem. Don't pick anything with a red cap or stem. And if you're not too sure, don't test it.
Cool. Okay.
So, as you're going around, give me a survival check, or survival's probably the best to see what you find. Actually, first, give me a perception check. And you had a 20. What was your perception check again? Or your passive perception?
My passive is 17.
Your passive is 17. You're going to notice in the back a couple weird mushrooms that are walking around.
Okay. I recall that the dude said, don't mess with the walking mushrooms. I wrote it down.
What?
Leave them alone if they move or walk. Okay. I ignore them and hope they ignore me.
What languages do you speak?
Common, Dwarvish, Elvish, Goblin, Sylvan.
Give me one sec here. I can't remember if they speak Sylvan. They might. Oh. Never mind. They don't talk.
Okay.
I can't remember if my conids actually talk or not. They do not.
Okay.
Typically mental.
Yeah. This one says language, nothing. No telepathy, no nothing. Yeah, so you're just going to see a couple. They're very small. They really aren't doing a lot, just wandering around.
Okay. I try to ignore them as best I can.
They're staying in the shade and staying out of the sun.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
I'm just going to look around for edible mushrooms and see what I can find.
okay. You can move yourself around the map.
Sure. Where are the big ones supposed to be?
The big ones are, like, you'd have two paths toward the mushrooms. You took the path where the small ones are. You
Okay,
take the backtrack
gotcha.
and go to where the big ones are.
Alright, well, this is closest. Let's check out these purple ones.
Okay. Give me a survival check to see what you find there.
Guidance. Okay. Okay. Ooh, not my best.
I've had to move a lot around just because you're by yourself now.
19.
19. I'm going to say within that, you're going to find at least a couple, let's say 2 to 3 dozen good mushrooms, but they're very small. They won't really do a lot for you, but it is a good start. Most of them are going to be hedgehog mushrooms, which once you get back and with your group, you'd be able to maybe try and figure out how to cook them.
Okay. I am going to actually leave them for now.
Okay.
And keep going, and then I'll go back to them if I can't find something better.
Okay.
But I'll just mentally keep track of where they were.
Okay.
Let's go over here, and I'll take a look at these red guys.
Okay. As you guys...
Very cautiously.
Yeah, that's okay. These things are mealing about, but they seem to be very slow. But they kind of are tracking towards you. But they are not going fast.
Okay.
All right, so give me another survival check.
Guys. Okay. Ooh. 24.
Okay. In your memory, you would remember, don't touch anything that's red.
Yep. That's why I said very cautiously.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to go in between them and very carefully not touch them and go look at these blue ones.
Okay. Another survival check.
Okay. Got it. Do I even have to say it? Okay. Ooh, not great. Not great. Oh, God, that dice is gone. Uh, 19 again.
19 again. You're going to find a good lot in here. Probably a pound worth of black trumpets and about 5 pounds of reishi.
Okay, hold on. A pound of black trumpet and 5 pounds of reishi?
Yeah. The reishi, you would know they're good. They're a little odd looking. They have like a small red center. They're very, very flat and wide. It starts like, it's almost like a rainbow of color. So it'll start with red in the middle and it'll get to orange and then yellow and then white on the outside.
Okay.
Yeah.
I am going to take the black trumpets for cooking, and then I'm going to take the reishi and see if that might help in the centerpieces, because if they're pretty looking.
Okay.
And flat.
That'll work. And are you just going to be doing that, or are you going to be looking around, keeping an eye on things too?
I will... Is there just mushrooms here? Well, I guess you could use mushrooms in tea.
There's
so
mushrooms.
I'll see if there's any mushrooms that you could use for tea, just in case my bird friend doesn't find anything good.
There would also be, like, around the edges a bunch of, like, shrubs and, like, stumps and stuff that also have mushrooms on them. They're just not on the map. But any of, the trees that are around you would also have mushrooms growing on them. Same with the shrubs.
Do I think that the pound of black trumpets is enough for the amount of people we were told would be there?
All depends on what you're using it for. If you're going to make a soup out of it, use it as a main or a starter.
Okay, alright.
Yep.
That's fine. I think that's good. I'll leave the trees alone.
Okay. With your passive perception, so if you're not going to go near the trees, you will see a couple of the bushes are moving.
Yeah.
And a couple of them walk into one of the nearby mushrooms that's near them, and then appear like 60 feet on the other side of another mushroom at the end of the circle. Looks like they're able to mushroom stride.
Nice.
They do see you, but you're not bothering them yet. So if you're just going to grab what you can and go, you should be fine. With another survival check for me.
I'll grab the hedgehogs on the way out if I can as well.
Okay.
So.
I couldn't find a good picture of this thing, but.
Another survival check?
Yeah.
Got it? Okay.
That's what the picture shows.
Oh, wait, I want to see.
Why did it do it twice? I only clicked it once.
Ah, I see. Ooh, yeah, that's nice. 24.
Okay, yep. You will be able to kind of not bother it. And if on your way out, give me one stealth check just to make sure you don't bother anything.
Ew. You found my weakness. Oh no, this is not gonna go well. Hold on. I am just going to immediately use my channel divinity to give myself proficiency with stealth for the next 10 minutes.
Okay.
And I'm literally just going to use all my things right now because I'm so bad at this. So I'm going to gain proficiency. So let me just add that real quick because I don't know how to do math. Okay. That barely helped. And then I'm going to use my Kenku Recall. Because I'm now proficient, I can give myself advantage on the skill check.
Sure.
Before I roll. So I'm just going to immediately guidance proficient
Okay.
Kenku Recall.
Yep.
I hate all of this. God, this is going to go... Oh, wait. Okay, so I normally have disadvantage, so it's now just a straight roll.
Straight roll.
With a D4.
Yep. I want 12
This is
or
going to
higher.
go so poorly.
12 or higher.
God. Okay, alright. Oh. Ew. I can't. No. 8.
Okay. That same thing that you've seen behind you. So he would have been around here. Let's see how close that is to you. So you're going to see him stand. He kind of hears you now. He's going to pop out. I don't really have a good token for this thing, so I'm just going to say it's this. Oop. And he's going to pop out here. He can't move quick, but he's going to move up to about here, and I need a DC 10 Constitution saving throw, please.
Oh, no. Okay. Con save?
Yep.
Oh, not 20.
Ooh. All right, then. You are not permanently infected with a Madness of Zugatmi curse. You are
Yay!
lucky. It is going to see, so it is that thing. No. Why is it doing it twice? Anyway, yeah, infestation spores. It is a bridesmaid of Zugatmoy. And as soon as he does that, you can run away because it is not as fast as you, and there's no mushrooms for him to stride through anymore. But
Okay. I just go, no thanks, I have enough. Thanks, bye. And I scurry away.
Okay. It's got no actually attack other than spores.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah. Had you been, you would have been infected for 24 hours, and on 3 failed saves, you turn into Myconid.
Cool.
Yeah. So it's kind of lucky you came alone.
So what you're saying is that this went well?
To some extent, because there was 5.
Excellent.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
head back to the others. I go back to the kitchen.
All right. Miak, I should say.
Sorry, had to step away a second.
You are good. So, Miak, you wanted to go towards the
Yeah, I want to find
merchant area.
Oh,
That's
yep.
your
Yeah, I was looking to see if there's any of my teammates in the area,
okay.
like workers in the area, to tell them what I heard about the other caterers, and then go
Yes.
also take them with me to the market.
Okay. You would have to wait until, we'll say that Ember and new names are hard. Wash come back with a whole bunch of stuff while you're waiting for anyone to come back.
Yep.
So you'll see a whole bunch of somewhat plant type thing from an orange tree come back, and a lot of mushrooms. And as they put them in your kitchen, they will head towards the lovely merchant for you. So we don't have you two there. I'm going to move you over to the merchant area.
Mhm.
So, as you walk through, it's about a half-hour walk, I believe he told you,
Mhm.
Orin told you, to get to the
Yep.
market. There's a lot of stalls, a lot of stuff, but only like 2 people here. It is fairly empty. It's well lit.
Mhm.
Still fairly daylight, but it looks like there's only a couple people working this entire market.
I will walk up to the first person I find and show them the list of ingredients I need and see if they could help me out.
All right, you're going to come across pretty much another red cap. Looks like they are also working their own event for some reason.
Mm-hmm.
He's just going to look at you and go, "What?"
I need these ingredients for the party. Wondering if you can help me out.
Fine. Working on a day off is so much fun.
Well, we were hired last minute, and we couldn't exactly bring our own stuff with us.
Yeah, I know. Anyway, well, let's go start pillaging through some of this stuff, because I was just told to guard it all, so let's go see what we can find together.
Okay, sounds good. I'll help.
Alright, so as you guys go through, give me investigation checks to see what you can find.
Sure. The first one is a
Nat 20.
20.
What would you like out of the most important thing? That's what the Nat 20 will find you in your current area.
Flour, I guess.
Okay.
That'd be the first thing.
You will find a barrel of flour.
Okay.
There will be like a couple wheelbarrows around that you can just throw some stuff into if you need.
Okay. Just keep rolling.
Yep. It's going to be, how many things are you looking for?
Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay, I'm going to need 6 rolls. Your party members can help also because they are with you.
All right. That's 2, 3, 4. All good.
You are.
Nat 20.
All right.
And another nat 20. That's crazy.
Jesus fuck. Okay, you find everything you're looking for in abundance.
Beautiful. That's the best I've rolled in any game ever in a row. That's ridiculous.
That is ridiculous. Yeah, you two are pretty much just in the back, just hovering around, ignoring everything and enjoying the pretty lights and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
As your companion just pretty much just walks through and finds everything he wants.
I'm gonna say thank you very much. Shake the guy's hand to help me out.
He's not going to touch you. He says, "I'm not getting paid to touch anyone right now, so, but I thank you."
Okay, I appreciate your help. I will make sure that a pie is sent over for you.
Oh, no, we'll be there for the banquet, don't worry.
I'll make sure you get one just for yourself.
Lots of sugar. Lots.
Lots of sugar. Lots of sugar.
Thank you.
And I'll walk over to my companions and say, I got all the ingredients already. That was quick. And then he's going to explain to them what he heard about there being other caterers.
That doesn't sound good. Not good.
And it doesn't sound like there was one pair of caterers. It sounds like there's been many pairs of caterers, and they don't know what happened to them.
Not good. I don't want to disappear. Disappearing, not good.
I mean, I guess if you disappear, you don't have to worry about the NDA. But everybody, we got to keep our eyes open. These aren't good people. Did any of you need anything while we were here?
Who's actually there?
Yeah, who else is there? Brandon, can't hear you.
Sorry. Rare Bit and Archie are not there, but Wash and Ember are there with you.
I'm there. Okay. I pop up, having not been listening, not knowing I was there. What? I found all the mushrooms, you guys. I found so many.
Do you need any other ingredients to prepare them?
Oh, I'm preparing them too? I just thought I was finding them. I don't know. What goes with mushrooms? You know what goes with mushrooms?
Not a fan of mushrooms. Like
Wine, maybe? We should get the wine while we're out, right? We have to go taste it.
Oh, that's true. You could do it with wine.
As you guys are
Did I see
talking,
like
sorry, yep.
I see a teapot in like the area that
There would have been teapots in the kitchen.
Okay.
Yeah, it would have had the general stuff you need to make stuff with, just not much stuff to make stuff with.
Okay. Just making sure.
I do have some salt that we could use also on the mushrooms, but wine's a good idea.
Okay. Let's go try the wine then while we're out.
As you guys are out, your passive perception was what, 17 again? You said. What's everybody else's passive?
10.
Passive perception is 14.
Okay. Well, a couple of you would hear it probably before you see it, but you start to hear a lot of stomping coming from the back end of the market, and then you're eventually going to see a lot of the stuff that you just pillaged from is going to be toppled over by, one is a hill giant and two frost giants. Basically are going to be coming barreling through. On the back of a hill giant is another lovely humanoid female, and being carried by the other two frost giants is another one. They are not really looking for you. They are barreling through this entire place, and everything is getting upended, and I need dexterity saves from everybody before you get trampled.
Oh no. Nope.
Nope.
17.
I got a 2.
Okay. Anyone 13?
I'm the cleric.
At least I rolled terribly. Anyone who made their save of 13 or higher is only going to take 8 points of damage. Anyone who failed is going to take 16 points of damage.
Ouch.
Oh no.
Is this still within the 10 minutes of my...
No, you had a long walk
Dang
back.
it. Did I get a short rest on the walk back?
You were carrying stuff.
Dang it.
Yeah, you just got trampled by 3 giants.
I just lie there for a minute. Yes, well, I'm not Peter Belvedere. God. He's not here. That's why I made the cleric.
So, you pretty much have everything just splashed and smashed around you, but I'll be nice enough to say that your goods are still intact in your wheelbarrow.
Mushrooms!
Mainly because I rolled terrible. And that was on 3d10.
Okay, I get up. Okay.
Each
Ow!
one of them was going to do a d10 smashing damage, so yeah.
Well, that was bad.
Ow.
Pretty bad.
You know what would help? Wine.
Did you want to drop off your stuff before you go try and find out where the wine
Probably,
is?
yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
And then maybe when I do
Okay.
not know Belvedere's character's name.
That's fine.
When who are you, Belv?
Archie.
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 When Archie gets back, maybe he can cut up the mushrooms or something. I don't know.
Okay.
I just leave them
Alright. So you guys
with
head
his
back.
potatoes and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. Alright. So back to our pond. That I don't have a map for, I'm sorry. You two are just seeing a lovely large crocodile come out. How are you fishing? Are you going to wade into the swamp with the net or throw it and hope for the best? Because it's not weighted, it's just a net.
Throw it and hope for the best, unless I'm corrected.
Throw it and hope for the best.
How deep does the pond look?
You've seen a crocodile come out of it, but like it's just a pond, like 50 by 50, so it doesn't attach to anything. So until you actually, if you want to throw a rock in and guess or wade out, it's kind of hard to tell.
Is the water clear or murky?
You can't see a thing. You're just going to be hear a lot of like frogs and like it's just the normal sounds you'd have at a little bog or pond. It's more of a bog than a pond, but yeah. So there'd be like 1 foot tall insects, like a whole bunch of weird shit.
Can I use like shaped water just to clear a bit so we can actually see inside the pond?
Yep. It looks fairly like maybe using shape water, you'd be able to tell that it's not too deep, maybe 15 feet max.
This is a cantrip. I was going to sort of keep casting it in different places.
Yeah, it's pretty much
Until I
going to be
see-
just, yeah.
Until I see fish.
You'd see types of fish that you'd really don't understand what it is and a lot of other weird stuff. You'd see turtles in there. Yeah, like it's a bog. You're going to see a couple more like smaller things with teeth that you probably want to ignore too.
I'll grind up some good berry and throw it in like the center of the net.
The net, it would probably just go through it. It's not a
Yep.
very tight weave.
No, that's okay. It should sink, and then the good berry will like
understood.
bring everything over the net, and then I can haul it
I
in.
understand what you mean. Okay. What is the best roll for fish? I'm thinking.
Apparently, stink bait is a thing.
Give me a standard. Let's first do a athletics or acrobatics to see how well you cast the net.
Okay.
Seven, you let go of it. It goes about 5 feet, and you're going to wade in a little and get it back.
Seems appropriate. I will not go in and wade in to pull it. I will just stand at the shore and like wave my hands when I see all these fish climb into it.
You nat 20 that, so I'm going to say, oddly enough, with a shaped water again from your friend, the two of you kind of manage to grab the end of the net, and you get a good, give me a D100.
I was hoping he would jump in and pull it in, but I'll take it.
Yeah, we'll say like the net only went like a couple feet in front of you. It didn't go like, but oddly enough, it just kind of still.
56.
Worked. All right, 56. Your net is got about 5.5 pounds worth of something. You're not too sure what the hell it is. You're going to have a couple small turtles in there that you've never seen before. These things they have teeth. They also have sharp claws. The fish themselves are going to look like, almost like the Simpsons fish with 3 eyes, couple tails, but it is fish and it is meat. But it's only about 5 pounds of it.
I think we knew more. Should we deal with these ones first?
That would be a good idea.
We'll start to separate them out of the net so that they don't eat or maim each other.
Okay. Give me some. Let me just.
I'm helping with this, so
Yeah.
help action.
What do you think would be the best to see if you're going to get bit by the turtles? Would that be, you think, just a straight dex save? Let's do a straight dex save.
Okay.
See if you get bit by any of them.
With advantage for help?
Yes.
Okay. 17.
Okay. You are lucky enough not to get bit. These things are, if you were bit, you'd be poisoned. So, what are you putting them in? Did you bring anything with you or just the net?
Ooh, that's a good question. Does Belvedere plan ahead?
With your intelligence, I'm probably going to say maybe not.
About as well as Archie, yeah. I have a pouch. I will pick up the prettiest fish and put it in the pouch.
Yeah, if you didn't plan ahead, your best bet would be to put them back in the net and then drag them. Or, yeah, try and...
I think like 10 feet off the water is probably fine, and then we'll throw the net back in, unless I'm corrected.
Okay. The turtles will still try to... You've disturbed them, and if they're just on the bank, they're going to walk. The fish will just be flapping, but...
8 intelligence give me enough brains to turn them upside down, so they just go like this the whole time?
Probably not. And these...
Okay.
Yeah, they're fey turtles. They'd probably be able to flip over quite quickly.
As for the coming of the fish, we have like what, 2 fishing rods.
No, you decided on the net instead, so you only got the net. And
I thought we were bringing both.
If you thought of bringing it, yeah, Belvedere decided to switch to the net instead of.
Archie has a net. Yes, you can do whatever
Archie's
you
not
like.
smart, so if you would have grabbed the rods, that's fine too. You could also
Yeah,
kill
it
the
is
turtles, so they don't go anywhere. It's just an option for you. I would assume you may want to kill everything while you're there. I just don't know if you're smart
Yeah, it has a
enough to
small
know.
knife. It's a small knife. He'll just like, he's smart. He's not clever.
Okay.
You try and kill things somehow.
All right. Yeah, Archie's not
Well,
smart. That's our problem. You're the,
As for the fish,
yeah, you're the only one who.
You tie them up by the tail to the fishing rod.
Okay.
And just stick it in the ground somewhere.
All right. So at least you're the smart one. You're not that wise, and he's wise and not that smart. So between the two of you, we'll say one of you guys figured out to kill everything, and so it doesn't attack you. And yeah, give me another athletics or acrobatics to throw the net back in and see what you get next time.
Are you doing it this time while I put my fish in the pouch, or are you waiting for me?
Yeah, I'll wait for you.
Alright, acro it is.
Same thing happens. You throw the net and you let go.
Seems appropriate.
Did you put any good berries in this one, or is it just an empty net?
I will wait, until it begins to fill up, and then I'll attempt to wave it in again.
Okay. Are you doing it in the same area that you currently were?
Yep, that seems right.
You disturbed everything that was in that area. Nothing is going to go in it for you with an 8. You just scared everything in that area.
I will stand and watch the net until at least one fish swims over it.
Okay, give me a survival check. Something goes in there. Kind of really can't see it, but something's moving in there. And give me a D100 again as you pull it out.
$44.
You find about a 4-pound electric eel is in there.
I will push his head into the pouch.
Okay.
Put it back.
Give me a dexterity save to see if the eel touches you and electrifies you. You avoid getting electrocuted. Are you going to kill it or just try and kind of put your bag over top of it? Because that's really all you're doing is just holding a pouch over top of a head.
Oh yeah, you have to cook it live. It
Okay.
I don't know. It's all like lobster, right?
All right. How are you going to transport it home? Tie it up with the rest and just drag it?
Well, I didn't really think about that, so I have one in the pouch, one kind of in the pouch in my arm. I'm probably dragging the net, but I assume that Mr. Wade has dealt with the rest.
Okay.
Yep,
Wade,
I would have kept him by the tail to the stick.
all right. Wade, give me a survival check.
Oh no.
Rolled it 3 times.
I pressed the button once.
That's fine. We'll take the 12. That's good enough to say that you're going to get almost all of it home. So you're pretty much looking at, we'll say, a good 7.5 pounds of some sort of meat total. All right, and on your way back, you're going to see a lot more weird creatures. One's going to come in on an old wooden broom out of the air. As you get back to your little area where you're cooking, one's just going to appear like in a plumage of blood roses. You're not too sure exactly what the hell they are. One out of the pond, as you're going back, you're going to have like a massive 20-foot just giant frog come out of the pond and burp one humanoid out.
I will fall on the net. Don't look. You'll ruin the surprise. Yes, it's an empty net.
You're going to see some sort of massive creature flying in the air, and on the back of it is another one. And a weird house with chicken legs is just going to start strolling on up. So yeah.
We know that man.
Chicken legs are good eating. Do you think they're a guest?
Probably. Would make great soup.
It would. Should we get those?
Yeah, I think not.
So as you guys get back, you're going to see probably a good 25, almost 30 really old ladies that are really weird looking. And we will go for break from there. Let's take 10. Perfect.
Sounds good.
Sure.